Hi everybody, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Whimsy stamps and I'm using Monster Dragon. How cute is this little guy dressed up with his torch and his teddy? Absolutely stunning. I've got the image printed out onto some Express-It blending card and I'm colouring him up using Copic markers. I've got him super sped up for you today. So I'm working my way through. I'm colouring his little outfit in an aqua kind of a colour, and I will be colouring the dragon in green and yellow. So playing with some new blends, not normal colours that I would normally use. But it was good. It was good to break out of my norm and have a little play on this gorgeous little image. So I will have all of the Copic markers that I've used listed over on my blog. So there will be a link beneath this video and you can go and check all of those out there. Most of the time I do have them always listed on my blog. It's just those times when I'm going through my little tray of images that I've coloured up previously that I didn't use to write down all of the markers that I used. That's the only reason that I wouldn't have those colours listed for you. Going in with some greys to add some shadowing to his eyeballs, and I'm going in and making him a little brown teddy bear. Everyone has a brown teddy bear. And he is absolutely stunning, giving him a nice brown nose. Okay, so here I am. I'm now going to start colouring in the dragon. This is my new favourite green blend. I absolutely love these three markers together. That is the YG05, YG09, and then G28. My G marker was getting a little bit juicy, but it was okay. It decided to stop, so I left the marker lid on. Was prepared to risk it. So I'm going in, adding all of the shadow areas in, and then I'll start blending that out, going from darkest to lightest. So I had a colouring day one day last week. I just sat down and I think I may have coloured up like 15 images or something ridiculous. I just got into the flow of things and I couldn't stop, so I didn't. I just coloured, made sure I wrote everything down, and then I thought I'll go back one day when I feel like making some cards and hopefully pump out a few cards for you. I did only sit down and make one card, by the way. Colouring was so much easier. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work when it comes to making cards. So we all go into that little slump sometimes. And look at my gorgeous nails, and I have since broken a couple, so then I yanked all of them off. I really need to go and get them fixed up. This is what I do. I get stressed out, I break a nail, and then I start pulling all of them off because it drives me crazy. Alright, I'm going to go in later and add some glitter to his torch to make sure that it's nice and bright. Here is all of the Copic markers that I've used. Some images a bit closer up of the gorgeous little dragon that I coloured in. Alright, now it's time to put the card together. So I've printed out some papers from the Dino Friends, I think it is, collection. This is a digital paper set. So I've printed some of those out just on copy paper. When it comes to digital papers, if I'm doing lots of layers, I just print them onto basic copy paper. Nothing fancy whatsoever, and just printed them onto my Canon Pixma printer. I do have two printers, mainly because one's set up with my Copic paper only, which is my Brother laser printer, and then I've got my coloured printer as well. The reason I have two is because I do so much digital image printing that it was cheaper for me just to have a black and white printer just for that. So this sentiment is from the same digital stamp set, comes with it. I've ran the image through my Big Shot with a stitch circle die. And now I'm just trimming down some of those papers. So I did layer the bottom spotted one up with some green American Crafts cardstock, cutting up some little banners. These are just from some leftover of that Express-It cardstock. So this is why I keep all of my little leftovers. You never know when you're going to use them. I noticed here now that he needed some grounding, so I've just gone back in with some of my W markers and coloured that up. Bannering up some of this patterned paper, and I'll trim it down to the size that I'm after. Adding on some Helmer acid-free liquid adhesive. And I'm just going through my little bucket that I have in my drawer right next to my desk with all of my leftover bits and pieces that I've die cut. Sometimes I put them back in the packets. Sometimes I just throw them in this little bucket for the days like this, where you just want to dig through and just find something extra to finish your card off. And they were exactly what I needed, so super glad I have them. I'm going in with some Kindy Glitz to add some glitter to the stars. If you don't have Kindy Glitz, you can use anything like Stickles. I think Nuvo's got a brand version of it now as well, so any of those I'll try and link up as many as I can for you. Decorating the inside of the card as well, I generally just use some of the leftover pattern papers that I haven't finished using from the front, and then I add in a rectangle of white paper or cardstock, whatever I've got on my desk at the time. And that is my card pretty much done. I did dig through looking for some stars to add to the middle as well. I'm being super careful because the front is still wet, so I'm just carefully leaning it up to the side of my desk there. So that's my card complete. I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.